Are you a high-achieving woman who's secretly exhausted from trying to do it all? Do you crave more ease and flow in your life but struggle to ask for and receive the support that you need, that you deserve? Then today's episode is for you because we're tackling a topic that's crucial for breaking free from overwhelm, the power of asking and receiving. Stay tuned. Are you a big-hearted, ambitious woman feeling completely fried by overwhelm and burnout? Do you crave a life of purpose and joy but feel stuck in a cycle of stress and exhaustion? Welcome to Burnout to Bliss, the podcast that empowers you to finally break free, reconnect with yourself, and create a life you absolutely love on your own terms. I'm Dr. Fee, and I'm passionate about helping women like you pour love into themselves first so they can actually enjoy their success and embrace their bliss. So get ready to expand your life beyond what you thought was possible in healing, love, leadership, success, purpose, and wealth. As high-achieving women, we're often conditioned to be the doers, the strong ones who handle everything ourselves, the fix-it gal. We're independent, capable, and resourceful. But for years, I let this strength become a barrier. I prided myself on my own independence. I often pushed away, let's say that again. Generally, I would push away help even when I desperately needed it. And it took hitting a major wall of burnout, like spiraling into the depth of burnout for me to realize that my resistance to receiving was actually holding me back from healing, recovery, success, and really a life that I truly, truly love. Think about it. When was the last time you truly allowed yourself to receive? Like to be totally open and receptive to another person's help, love, resources, a compliment or a small gift or real deep support. Many of us struggle with this. Yeah. We might feel incredibly uncomfortable, vulnerable, or even unworthy of receiving. You may not even know you're doing it, or you may be fully aware. You might recognize that you worry about appearing needy or burdening others, that you're taking from them. You feel guilty because you've got enough and, I've got more than them, so I probably shouldn't receive this. Or perhaps we fear the unknown. Like, what if receiving brings unexpected changes or responsibilities? Last month in our Bliss Sisterhood, we dove really deep into this topic. We explored the hidden barriers that keep us from asking for and receiving what we truly desire. It is a two-step process. Step one is asking. Step two is actually receiving what it is that we asked for. And what we discovered was incredibly powerful for me, for everyone who engaged in this training. We realized that these barriers often stem from our past experiences, extending all the way back to our childhood, deep-seated beliefs and fears of being judged, rejected, or even controlled. Now, if you're yearning for this kind of deep transformative work and really profound conversations in healing, I invite you to join us in the Bliss Sisterhood. We offer monthly healing sessions, and you can access this one from last month. It's absolutely life-changing because it was focused on resolving these barriers to asking and being receptive. And there's also a really supportive community to help you to break free from these limitations. It's lovely to be connected with like-minded individuals because often these conversations that we have there, you can't really have that in any other area of your life. And you can find all the details in the show notes or the bio. So back to the topic. Now, for some of us, the barrier is around asking. We might feel like we should be able to do it all ourselves. That asking for help is a sign of weakness. Even if you don't believe it, it's like something playing out, like a pattern or a program plays out. You might tell yourself differently, but actually deep within, the subconscious pattern is the opposite of what you know to be true. For some, we don't even know what we want. I see this a lot in my beautiful community of one-on-one clients, Burnout to Bliss clients. They've been stuck in a state of depletion and overwhelm, frustrated, they're just disconnected from themselves, just surviving, that they've given up on dreaming big or believing change is possible and just don't know what to ask for anymore. Yeah? Maybe we simply don't know how to ask. Yeah? How to express our needs and desires really clearly and confidently, how to speak, specifically and directly so that people understand, just not hear us, but understand deeply what it is that we need. And it's an important step to empowerment, being able to communicate our needs and ask what it is, what support we need so that we can truly meet our needs. It's a powerful way to live. Now, for others, the challenge lies in receiving from ourselves, from others, and universal love. We might feel really uncomfortable accepting help, gifts, and compliments. We might downplay an accomplishment or brush off of praise. Really cultivate awareness how you respond when others say something nice to you. You might think it's not a big deal that you kind of what, this old thing? Oh, I got it cheap on a sale. Versus saying, thank you. Thanks for that compliment. Thank you for saying that. I do feel good in this. It can be a symptom, this sort of brushing off praise or being unable to really honor your accomplishment can be a symptom of a bigger block to receiving abundance, support, synchronicity, miracles, help flow in our lives. It can keep us stuck, really stuck in hard work and effort mode. I know this from personal experience. Perhaps we struggle to receive without feeling obligated or indebted to another. Now, this is what I discovered during our month in the Bliss Sisterhood. And the truth is, you just don't know what you don't know. This barrier was planted in my subconscious mind. The process of us doing the inner work is about bringing light to the dark, taking what we don't know about ourselves and bring it forward, consciously being aware of what's been driving us and healing and resolving and loving that back into whole again. My key value is freedom. Okay, one of my key values is freedom. And if I have a sense of being indebted to another, it feels so stifling. When I discovered this, I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely. There is this restrictive, contractive, I feel deeply contracted within. So of course, I'm more likely to sidestep receiving from others, people offering to help, to pay for things, to step in and, whether it's money, resources, support, love, compliments, because I want to avoid the discomfort, the ick. Yeah, because of this program, this belief, this pattern of believing that if I receive, then I'm in debt or, I'm owing, I'm obligated. There's something that they need from me now. It's conditional. Wow, the light switches on and now it's like, wow, I can work with this, and this is the process of doing inner work. It's this beautiful process of bringing more unconditional love to ourselves and these parts of us that we have conditionally loved. And that's the process of becoming more whole and healing. And it's about what is unconditional love? That's our divine nature. So this is the process of making us and our lives divine. So let's come back to the topic today. So there are so many consequences of not receiving beyond burnout, exhaustion. It's just an unsustainable way of living, right? Hard work and effort, blood, sweat, and tears, that linear, just do it. The masculine wound that impacts our happiness, our health, our well-being. Gosh, it spirals us into survival state. But it also creates a massive wedge, a distance in our relationship because it limits intimacy. It limits connection. It also, because we're stuck in a cycle of overwhelm, we're in the burnout cycle, constantly striving to fill a void in here, we never truly feel fulfilled, satisfied, content. And on a spiritual level, and this is a big topic that I'm going to dive into next episode, It prevents others from experiencing the joy of giving. Receiving is a beautiful act of service. It's a gift that we can give others to allow them to experience the joy of giving to you. And I have a lot to say on that, so make sure you tune into next episode. So how do we break free from these barriers and open ourselves up to the flow of receiving? Well, that's what I'm passionate about, and I help my clients by equipping them with the Burnout to Bliss toolbox. It starts with an awareness. We get to recognize our own resistance. What comes up for you when you think about asking for or receiving support? Notice throughout the day how you respond when you have a need. Do you even know what your needs are? Do you even know what you want? How do you go when it comes to communicating with others? Do you just play this sort of dynamic where you assume others should know what it is that you need, and then you get disappointed because they don't give you what it is that you want? I know it well because that was my dynamic with my husband. Just read my mind. We've been together for how many years? You should just know what I want. This is assumption. And it was because I didn't know how to ask for or how to receive the things it is that I want or desire. What fears or beliefs are holding you back? So once you've identified these barriers, you can then begin to challenge and transform them. In fact, love them deeply. A lot of people think that healing is this process of releasing and letting go and getting rid of, and it's really not. It's about bringing love to these parts of ourselves. It's the opportunity. For us to cultivate unconditional love, we need to be in these classrooms where we realize, oh my gosh, I can't believe that about me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've held on to that. So yes, on a mindset level, it's about reframing your beliefs, about asking and receiving. But then there's a lot of work on a heart set level, like a felt sense. This is where we practice profound self-love, compassion, forgiveness. We do all the things to support ourselves on a deep level. It's also about recognizing that we get to set really clear boundaries, and it may involve learning how to communicate your needs and desires effectively, how to receive with grace, with gratitude. I have some amazing episodes about boundaries and how to communicate, so be sure to check out those as well. And often what's required is healing these deeper parts of us, whether you call it a wound or trauma, our samskaras, the energetic imprints from past experiences that may extend back to, your childhood, early days, even more beyond that, if you believe in reincarnation, so that we are open and receptive here and now to the good in life, to this moment that is unfolding in front of us. So speaking about overcoming burnout, I'm really thrilled. I'm so excited. I've been busily working away and enjoying this incredible project, this process. I'm launching a brand new free training in May called Overcoming Burnout for Good. It's an incredible training. It lays out a 3-stage strategy. I call it the SAGE strategy, to help you to reclaim your energy, your calm, and create a life that you truly, truly love. Okay, so make sure you're on my email list or we're connected on social media. Keep an eye on the show notes and the bio. I'll update that when the registration opens. There'll be a link for you to jump in and check that out. Now, in the next episode, we're going to be exploring receivership on a spiritual level, because that is what has had the most profound, life-changing shift for me. Okay, but for now, I'm inviting you to simply reflect on your own relationship with asking and receiving. Where do you feel resistance? What happens? What's going on in here? You might be telling yourself, I'm good at asking and receiving, but are you really? It's a 2-step process. What shifts are you ready to make? Now, I want to hear from you, so share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're on my YouTube channel, if you're tuning into the podcast, email me. I'd love to hear from you. All right, take care. Bye-bye. It's been so beautiful spending this time with you. If today's episode sparked something within you, please subscribe, leave a review, and share the love. Are you done feeling overwhelmed and burnt out? If you're craving a curated, holistic framework that addresses burnout on every level, body, mind, heart, and soul, to get you claiming your life on your terms, then my Burnout to Bliss program is perfect. Apply for a free breakthrough session with my team and let's deep dive into your unique situation to help you reclaim your energy, joy, and power. Now, if you'd prefer to get a taste of what's possible, then come join our amazing Bliss Sisterhood. It's our low-cost, high-value monthly community membership, and you'll find the links to both in my bio. So stay tuned for the next episode where we'll unlock even more secrets to living a blissful life. Remember, you are powerful beyond measure. Take care.